I have some FPV cameras. Various types, big lenses, small lenses, and some very small ones like this. I want to test them, but currently they need to be connected to a drone to test. This is quite complicated, and I also have a receiver like this on hand. I want to make a receiver, a device to wirelessly receive signals from these cameras. Okay, let's see what other accessories I have on hand. I found some 5.8 GHz modules. This receiver module. This is one type. There are more here. Found another type. This one can adjust frequency bands. Then we also need some small accessories. Just assemble them together to test the performance of these cameras. Oh, the specific method is like this. Put an image transmission module into a small box. Then I'll find some batteries, small accessories, and the like. All integrated into this small box. This way, it's more convenient for outdoor testing. Install this box and connect the antenna. Then install the battery. And some small accessories. Small accessories like charging. And some antenna interfaces, similar small accessory items, all installed inside here. Let's see how to operate inside this box. When you get this module, it has a terminal on it. The height of this terminal is relatively high. I want to remove this terminal first. To reduce its height, save your space. Okay, let's operate it first. Use a hot air gun to heat it up and remove it. Alright, after taking it off, let it cool down. The temperature is quite high. The power supply is 3.3 volts. So, we might need a module. to step down the voltage from 7.4 volts to the required 3.3 volts. I need to find a module. Then we found one with a higher current rating. 12 volts to 15 volts. This is a module that converts to 3.3 volts. This high current one, we tested it. Its network wave is relatively large. There might be water ripples or similar issues when this image is connected, so we should abandon this plan. We found this kind later. This low ripple DC-DC module. Is also very small in size. It should be very convenient to put this inside. It can also be placed here. We can put it on the side later. Arrange this inward a bit. Make a preliminary arrangement. We might need to drill 2 holes at the bottom to adjust the frequency. Then this module can be placed on this side. This space is relatively large. Open a hole at this top position to install this antenna. Fix it here like this. Additionally, we need one more. The module for charging the battery. This one is relatively long and small. We can place it here. Apart from this, we also need a control switch. As for this switch, choose an electronic switch. The battery switch can be connected to a small button for control. This can be placed. Then connect a switch. Choose a suitable switch to place on it. Specifically this modification. See how to operate it. Next step. Okay, now let's process this plastic shell. First, handle this. The hole for the frequency adjustment button. I'll make a mark at this position first. Make a mark to facilitate cutting and drilling later. Because this is quite small, it's not very clear to see. I'm using an electron microscope to operate here. Like this. This way it's a bit clear to see. I'm going to use this to test it out. I bought a new ultrasonic knife. See if this works well. This is a wireless ultrasonic knife. This is battery powered. This knife's cutting and dissolving are still very powerful. Very easily cut it off. But I think I'm just starting to use it. Still not mastering the proper amount of force. Yes, let's take a look at the enlarged screen. Wow. Extremely convenient. Without pressing this button, look, this one cannot be switched. No reaction at all. Only when holding down this button. Oh, the blade goes down. Very fast. Alright. After cutting is finished, at this position, slightly use less force to cut. That's it. It's already pierced through here. Okay, directly melt it. The plastic directly melted. I feel I'm not quite mastering the force. I tried and it didn't pierce this. Take an ordinary blade to trim it. The position is correct, but it feels like the button isn't long enough. Alright. Can push it like this, ha ha ha. It's just that adjusting or not doesn't matter much. Just choose isn't long enough. Alright. Can push it like this, ha ha ha. It's just that adjusting or not doesn't matter much. Just choosing one. When there is interference, it would be better to switch to a different frequency. This isn't the first time using an ultrasonic knife, and I haven't mastered the proper usage method. After using it more for a while, it should be fine. Good. This position is quite accurate. Remaining. I'll fix it a bit more. Drill some other holes. Now drill a hole on the box. Make a few positioning holes here. Clamp it tighter. Change to a larger drill bit. Enlarge it a bit. Small, still need to enlarge. This hole has already grown. Equipment removed. Okay, now install the USB head. This USB head. This hole still needs to be enlarged. Still need to continue mastering. Similarly, make a positioning. First remove that. Fix it a bit. Oh, okay, now the hole positions are handled. Install the Type-C charging head in the middle. And the antenna port. Another one is the switch. For the switch here I'm using this large rotating nozzle. Made a chamfer. Okay, now start assembling these circuits inside. Before assembly, there are some things that need to be processed. Take a look. This is a Universal 2 Series 3 Series charging module, lithium battery charging module. But this one is 3 Series. There is one on this. Resistor needs to be removed. Let's do it while looking at the electronic magnifying glass. This needs to be removed. After removal, it becomes 2 series charging. Let's find a clamp from the fixture. Clamp it a bit to the left. Okay, remove. Now after removal, its 2 series lithium battery has balancing function. Alright, now let's process some more. Battery. Switch back here. This is 2 lithium batteries. Let's process these 2 lithium batteries. Connect them in series. Attach this charging board. Ah. This is straightforward, right? Connect them in series. These 2 are connected together. There are 2 more here. Connect them to this board. Alright, after processing, then connect it to this. First, let's add some solder to this small board. It's too small. It's easier to hold it with tweezers. This has positive and negative terminals. Don't mix them up. This side is positive. The middle is the common balance. This is a bit long. I'll trim it a bit. Okay, now solder them one by one. This is the negative terminal. Now this is the balance terminal. Good. The last one is the positive terminal of the battery. Okay, welded well. Let's test it now. Test whether this charging function is working properly. It's a Type-C charging port. Connected. Working normally. Handle it in the next step. This is a small one. Switch right. This button is too small, so now we need to modify it. After removing it, solder a larger switch. First, remove this switch now. Then take it off. There is one here. Prepare to replace it with a larger switch. On this, let's align the position first. Switch to the desktop. I plan to install it in this corner. Then, here, place a switch here. Fix it like this. Seems there's still some distance, but never mind it. Should have a chance to weld it. Fix your foot in place. Alright, that's it. Welding point. Apply glue here to fix it. Try it, should be okay. I'll start assembling it. Alright, next step is to connect all the wires. Then assemble it in. Use this double-sided tape to fix it in this position. Assemble the two batteries together. To make it more convenient later. Good. Here, make a connection for it. Let's see if there's enough space. Okay, very good. Put this in. Good. Let it close the lid. Okay. The front looks like this. Now start connecting the circuit above. Before connecting this circuit, let me secure this as well. Use tape to stick it. Okay. First, let's straighten it out. Connect the step-down circuit. Take a look at the circuit. Input-output control. I want to make the connection on the front side. Let me see. Make the connection on the front side. That is, these two capacitors. Let me also measure and check. That is, this pin is D. This is this capacitor. This section and this section
This
are
side
both
is
input.
input.
This side is output. Yes. confirm the output position again. This point is output. Okay, correct. Directly stick it with glue to fix it in place. For convenient soldering later. Add some solder to it. For convenient connection. On this part, there are 1, 2, 3 points. We need to confirm the positive and negative poles of these 3 points. Okay. Let's look at the magnifying glass. It's quite clear. Usually the outer shell is the negative pole. First, try connecting to the outer shell. This is also the negative pole. This is it. The D-line negative pole. Look at the direction of the traces. Remember this. This is the positive power supply VCC. The middle one is video input. That is, the CVBS camera input can be written. Now that we know, let's start connecting the wires. How to connect? The power supply on this. First, connect it. 9. My face. Forgot something quite important here. That is the input for his camera. Originally wanted to use a terminal for the input, but there doesn't seem to be enough space. No space for me to utilize. Then I plan to use this air ducting terminal. Drill a hole. Fix it in this place. Alright, now drill a hole for it. In the back corner. Drill a hole like this. Fix one from here. Terminal wire comes out. Then this is movable. I plan to make one. Tie a knot. To prevent it from being pulled off, after tying a knot, glue will be used later. Or use something like this to secure it. Okay. After arranging here, then we'll start connecting some wires on this side. Before connecting, I'll first give him. Add a little solder. The power supply for this camera and the voltage of this power supply. It is not the same, so we need to separate it through this DC-DC. But the input line for this camera. Is this AV signal? The CVBS signal can be confirmed at this location. We can solder it first. Okay, yes. Then the power terminal of this. This 3.3 volt power supply can be connected. This side is the output terminal. Okay, this one can be connected to this position on the DC-DC. This silicone wire is relatively soft. The operation here is quite small. Can't see clearly, so we've turned on the recording for this. This position is soldered. Now I'll solder this position. The house is quite small. Using coconut grass hastily. The power supply part of this module is now handled. Now let's handle this again. Power supply for the camera. Connect it to the control board, those batteries, these connections. Turn the volume down a bit. First, I'll solder this power supply part over. After placing it like this, let's take this camera's power supply. We'll also solder it on. The space is a bit tight, not easy to operate. Like this. Use tweezers to operate first. That works. The wires on this side are done. Put it. Hello there. Straighten out this wire. It might bump into the battery later. Okay, this part is done. The rest is to connect the battery and control switch. Just connect it and it's okay. Now for this. Change the wires on the controller. There are 4 wires in total here. Scan and clean it. Here, the assembly of this basic function is completed. Wait a moment to install this power supply. Here, we can test it first. Whether this entire function is working properly. Then connect the battery. We'll now test this basic function. The main circuit has already been connected. The battery is temporarily not connected to the battery side. In case there's a problem directly connecting the battery might cause it to burn out. Regarding connecting this, there are also some precautions. Gradually connect it step by step. Yes, the antenna must be connected here because its power might be quite high. Since it's not certain yet, so we'll connect it. Otherwise, it's easy to burn this module. First, connect the antenna properly. We won't connect the camera for now. Okay, we'll now first connect the power supply to the power source. I'm using a digital adjustable power supply here, currently set to 7 volts. Gently go. After entering, this is an up button switch. This button switch has a 2-second delay. We hold it for 2 seconds. Okay. Now we can see the power supply is okay. Then we test the DC of its power supply. Whether the DC voltage points are normal. Here should be 3.3 volts. 3.3 volts is very accurate. Very good. Then we look at here. Whether the positive and negative poles are mislabeled or the negative pole is soldered incorrectly between these 2 points of the positive pole. Take a look. Here should be 7 volts. 6.96, correct. Okay. Check this again. The positive and negative poles of the camera. The color comparison here is okay and correct. Okay, this color is correct. On connecting for now. We can first turn on our receiver. Once the receiver is connected, we can then connect this camera. After the camera is connected, we'll scan the screen for it. It's directly okay. It can work directly now. Alright. Now it's verified okay. The next step is assembly. After connecting the switch and all these components, assemble them. Finally, when assembling it, pay attention here. When connecting the battery, make sure the positive and negative poles aren't mixed up. This needs to be connected to its power supply's positive and negative poles. The battery's positive and negative poles. Make sure the wire ends aren't trimmed a little bit. The operation in this area will have some flexibility. It's quite troublesome. Need to be careful. Okay, look, isn't the negative terminal very proper? Good, okay, yes. Now we can reassemble. You clean it up. First, secure the switch in place. You need to apply adhesive to fix this area. This position is going to be secured with a hot glue gun. Now put everything into position. This mainly relies on adhesive for fixation. This is the charging port. This is the electronic switch. Install it in a suitable position. Apply some adhesive inside. Don't apply too much at first. Now it's just preliminary fixation. After applying, wiggle it slightly. Check if it's in the correct position. Check if the USB port is aligned properly. You can hold it with your hand. The switch position as well. Fix it a bit more securely. Blow on it. Oh, okay. Press it. The position of the switch. Add a bit more glue to it. Wait for it to dry. This USB port is already fixed. No problem. Okay. Can add a little bit of glue. Make it a bit more secure. Okay. Now straighten out the wires. There are these wires inside. Might block the battery. These spatial positions. Arrange it like this. See if it protrudes. This can be checked by closing the lid. There are some reasons it's hitting here. It's the glue applied here, and these positions will protrude a bit. We'll clean up the glue. Gently remove these corners. And this point will also affect the switch. Let me check if the buttons are working properly. And put it down to test the network. Okay. There's still some resistance. Not many clicks. We can use a knife to remove this part. Lower it a bit. Yes, that's a good position. This position here. Then we'll lower this position. Alright, let's try. Good. Okay, perfect. Alright, this way one. A manual test box is now completed. This can test different. We use these cameras. For example, I have two types of cameras here. Now we can test it. First, turn on our receiver. Oh, connect our camera here. Then turn on the switch, hold for 2 seconds. This seems to have a problem. Let's see what the issue is. Why? The tested one won't open. Take another look. Switch. Indeed, this one wasn't turned on. I need to check what the problem is. First, check if the battery voltage is correct. This is not right. First, turn it off. We detected the battery voltage. It seems to have dropped here. It's possible that the battery section here has short circuit protection. Later, First, let's disconnect the load. This is it. It says load. Disconnect its ground wire. Then measure it. Okay, now it's normal. But over here it will. Is there any other reason, like a short circuit? Let me take a look. This has no problem. After connecting it, first, disconnect it. Let's measure again. Now it's back. I'll try turning it on. Hey, it's normal. Did I accidentally touch something just now? So that caused it to shut down. It's also normal. Right. Now let's straighten the wires and put it back in. Okay, the camera is connected. Open hour. Test screen. Verify again, turn it on. Okay. Very good. This camera has some infrared circuitry. I'll try another camera. Play with this camera. Very good. Now let's test it. This turns on in 2 seconds. Okay. Try another camera. This tuning board. Take a look at the parameters. Okay, very good.